Sustainable Energy for All is the special initiative launched by the Secretary General of the United Nations, Mr. Ban Ki-moon, in 2011. This has basically three objectives. First is to ensure that energy access to all. And the second is the double the improvement ratio of the energy efficiency. And third is to double the share of the renewable energy in the global energy mix by 2030. And this initiative was enforced further after the Rio Plus 20 in 2012. And then at the end of this year, the General Assembly of the United Nations made an announcement that 2014 onwards would be declared as the decade for sustainable energy for all. And recently, in June 2014, there was a first forum for sustainable energy for all was organized in New York, where not only the government, but also the civil service organizations, private sector, and all stakeholders related to this initiative gathered and then discussed the way forward. The implications of this Sustainable Energy for All initiative for India is enormous. There is a global tracking system established by the World Bank and the International Energy Agency in 2013, which indicates how much India is actually lagging behind in terms of the energy development per se. The energy access itself is one of the most important issues for the social, economic, and political development. But India is always listed as a top country which has the largest population without energy access. And then this has to be addressed by the various kind of stakeholders, not only state government, but private sector, civil society, and then all those international, national agencies. And having said that, UN country team, India, took the initiative to address this issue and helping those activities done by the government and then all Indian counterparts to improve the objective, their achievement of these objectives of the sustainable energy for all in the future. The major purpose is basically to consolidate available expertise and knowledge among UN agencies and consolidate it to address how UN initiatives can really promote and facilitate first understanding of what exactly sustainable energy for all means to India, and then how, maybe small part though, we can really help the country India to address the improvement of the energy access. And then of course, out of the three objectives of sustainable energy for all, we first would like to focus on the first objective, basically to improve the modern energy access. This UN initiative for sustainable energy for all, we came up with 4 A's. First, accessibility. Accessibility exactly means that whether the people really have the connection to the energy source, electricity or whatever. Second is availability. Even accessible if the energy is not available in time, on time. For example, if the electricity comes only midnight, what does it mean? It doesn't really serve the purpose of the people. And third is affordability. Affordability, of course, in terms of the whatever the price of the new lamp or whatever the price for the electricity for doing some productive work, affordability is also key for development. And last but not the least, accountability. Accessibility is there, availability is there, maybe affordability can be addressed. But in order for all these other A's to be effectively implemented, all parts of the society have to be made accountable and made responsible for the provision of energy access, for receiving, for managing the energy availability, so that all this availability, accessibility, affordability can be assured at all levels of society. Otherwise, all these aids are not really going to be very much supporting the development of the country as such. So I think the most important aid for us, I think for UN, but for the government and for the people in India, is accountability, cross-cutting. But of course, each one of them, like accessibility, availability, affordability, has to be addressed at appropriate level. And then this kind of awareness building, this kind of capacity building, and then also, of course, information sharing, we UN agencies here in India really wish to support and then maybe work together with the stakeholders. This is the major objective of our initiative.